You're listening to the WWNO Classical Network. Hi, this is Paul Mawson, and we're taking just a couple of minutes to check in with Dave Walker. He hosts the Museumgoer.com website, and Dave is going to tell us what's going on in the museum scene this week. Dave, welcome back.
Hello, Paul.
All right, what do you got on your dossier for today?
Well, I know we're all a little blue as semi-quincentennial fever cools, so today I'll try my best to give everybody something to look forward to. Now is the time to renew your local museum membership or join if you're not already a part of one of those support communities. First and maybe foremost, a museum membership supports your favorite institution's mission. Curators, archivists, historians, educators, registrars, catalogers, preparators, front of house staff, and other museum professionals are those who craft gallery experiences, plan and execute engaging public programs, and preserve all the artwork and artifacts. They are all essential players in the New Orleans cultural economy, same as all of the professionals here at WWNO, who are equally deserving of your support. But think of your favorite museum's website support button as a digital tip jar. Second, museum memberships come with all kinds of benefits in addition to a year of free admission. For example, the Historic New Orleans Collection offers all members a free subscription to its beauty and history-packed quarterly newsletter, actually a magazine called, yes, the Quarterly. The National World War II Museum members also get a quarterly newsletter called V-Mail, a reference to the unique email system, actually regular mail system soldiers used during the war. Friends of the Cabildo membership includes a French Quarter walking tour and admission to all of the Louisiana State museums. Also frequently included in museum memberships are discounts at museum stores and restaurants and special events, early registration for high-demand programs, and admission to members-only exhibition previews and receptions. And upper levels of some museum memberships include eligibility in the North American Reciprocal Museum Program, or NARM, which means free admission at more than 1,500 art and history museums around the continent, plus botanical gardens, zoos, and more. Given all those things, museum memberships also make a great gift, something to consider if you're gifting someone who's interested in New Orleans history, art, and culture. I've lost track of where we are in my numbering system, but I think it's third in August during New Orleans Museum Month. A membership at one of the 30 participating museums gets you free admission for two to all of the others. I'll have more about New Orleans Museum Month, a New Orleans and Company promotion, next time, but until then, here's some homework. Visit narmassociation.org to research the hundreds of museums that participate in that program. Go to neworleans.com/museum-month to study the local participating museums, and see ogdenmuseum.org because the Ogden Museum of Southern Art is discounting its memberships through the month of July.
Well, two things strike me now that I think apply to the jargon of our business here. Number one is thank you for the plug for WWNO.
Sure.
And then number two is what we call the forward promote, which you have done very well, which is excellent audio and radio. What can we look forward to in episode two?
Thank you for asking. I'll have some recommended itineraries for navigating Museum Month, including some special offerings by participating museums. And I can tease that tease with this week's Spotlight Public program. The National World War II Museum will open a new traveling exhibit Thursday evening. The exhibit, Drawn to Combat, Bill Malden and the Art of War, which originated at the Pritzker Military Museum and Library in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Malden's wartime cartooning was often told through the experiences of dog-faced soldier characters Willie and Joe, whose unkempt appearance riled George Patton, who had an attendant to polish his shiny helmet, but who otherwise called the cartoonist an unpatriotic anarchist. The exhibit continues beyond the war. The Pritzker content is augmented by large-scale objects from the World War II Museum's collection that, in settings intended to recreate foxholes, command posts, and bombed-out buildings, will animate the two-dimensional drawings Malden made. An open reception is planned for 5 p.m. Thursday. A panel discussion offered in person and online will take place at 6. More at nationalww2museum.org. And finally, two exhibits close Sunday at the Ogden. Those are In the Beloved, a new body of works by Alex McGriff, and Vicinal Visions, Dusty Bonget, Ida Kohlmeyer, and Dorothy Hood. More at ogdenmuseum.org.
I think by definition, an anarchist would be unpatriotic. So I'm not so sure that's a slight, is it?
I don't know. The guy did great work with a pen and paper, I'll say.
Well, if you want to find out any more about the things we discussed, the bounty of items there, you go to Dave's website at themuseumgoer.com. Also, you can check out a video of our presentation there as well. Dave, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week for part 2.